Hey guys, sorry that took me a second. I had to start the camera and then walk around. Sorry if the camera angle's just a little bit wonky. I'm doing my best. All right, so as promised, I'm doing multiplication and division. It's gonna take me a little bit longer in these videos, but stick with me. So some people were probably wondering, like, Carly, why are you using these? So there's something called CRA. If you're taking notes, this would be a good one to take down. CRA stands for concrete, representative, and abstract. So the premise behind that model is that you always want to go with concrete representations of mathematic problems so that students can actually use something to make the mathematics make sense. So that's the reason I chose these. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you that they're the end all be all. It's just something that I like to use for this. So again, I've got my number stacks, and this time I have 3 boxes. Let's start with multiplication. So a simpler math problem, I'm sure you guys could figure this one out easily enough. If I said that the problem was 3 times 2, then you would need to get 1, 2, 3 2s to make 6. Or a kid could hear that and hear 3 times 2, so I need 2 3s. Either way, as long as they're understanding that concept, and that's the easy one. Now, I am going to get a little more complex because I'm sure that most of you watching this video have gotten to that point where you're like, well, yeah, I can figure that out. But what about some harder problems? More than just knowing how to skip count and get to the answer 3 times 2 and figuring out that it's 2 4 6. What else can I do? So let's talk about if your problem is 15 times 3. Okay, now this is where I said I have, and to make sure I was saying the right thing, this is Number Stax. I bought 3 boxes of these. You can also, there's something called Math Stackers. They are not on Amazon, which is the only reason that I don't have a link for it. They're their own company, but they have multiples of each number. It kind of comes out as a wash whenever you look at what you're getting. So just however you want to do that, if you want to get multiple boxes of the Number Stacks, or if you would prefer to do Math Stackers, or if you're using the paper version, totally fine too. This is just something I like because I like to actually stand it up, but it's not a huge deal as long as your children can understand the quantities that are being represented. Excuse me. Okay, so we have 10 and 5. We've got another 10 and another 5. You're going to see me open and close these boxes so many times, lucky you. And then I've got one more here to do my 10 and 5. Ooh, things went cattywampus. That's a brand new box. All right, so we've got 10 and 5. All right, so we know, first of all, your kid has to be able to add and know that 10 and 5 is 15, right? So let's go ahead and assume that your child is already to that point. Okay, but Carly, how do you do this with multiplication? So this is where a lot of people are like, oh no, new math. It's not new, guys. I promise it's not. People just get worried about it. Okay, 15 times 3. We've got it represented. Okay, 10 times 3 is 30. Yes, I'm imagining that you're answering as I say it. 5 times 3 is 15. 30 plus 15 is 45. It's as easy as it comes. It's still the same thing. Now, this is where, but Miss Carly, you've only got 3 boxes. What if it's like 15 times 4? Okay, don't freak out. I got you. Then you're going to need some more blocks. And your kid's going to have to understand some addition here. All right, so we've already got this, all right? We're going to pretend that all of them are set up like this still, right? Okay, but it's 15 times 4 now. So we don't want to necessarily do this, but we want to go with those 10s and 5s. Oh, you can do this. And again, this is where your child has to already know how to make the equalities. That is why I've done these videos in this particular order. Because if your child understands those equalities, then they can say 10, 20, 30, 40 plus 20 is 60. And they can visualize that more easily. And there are lots of different ways you can do this. I have decided I'm going to do multiplication and division separately. Decided it just now. Aren't you lucky? So you don't have to endure a really, really long video. But these are just some things you can do. You can play around with it. I'll make sure I put the affiliate link in the YouTube video. I do get a little bit of a kickback. Ooh, did you see that? I caught it. Woohoo! I do get a little bit of a kickback from that. So if you feel like buying these and you're like, gee, I think I would like to use that with my own child, if you click my link to buy it, that helps me out. If you don't click the link to buy it, you get the stuff, but it doesn't help me out. So if you want to show a little love, that would really help. Thanks.